The morning sun cast a warm glow over Maple Grove, a quiet suburb in Oregon, on a crisp Sunday in August 2023. The air carried the scent of blooming roses and fresh brewed coffee as families savored their weekend. On her front porch, 16-year-old Mia Thompson sat engrossed in her sketchbook, her auburn hair catching the light as she drew the towering pine tree across the street. Deaf since birth, Mia poured her soul into her art, each stroke a word she couldn't speak. Inside, her mother, Emily, watched from the kitchen, her heart swelling with pride. A pediatric nurse, Emily had learned sign language early to connect with Mia, teaching her husband and son to do the same. Upstairs, retired Marine Colonel James Thompson polished his service medals, his stern face softening at the thought of his family. After 30 years of leading troops through conflict zones, he'd settled in Maple Grove 6 months ago, hoping for peace. But peace was about to shatter. Enter Patricia Evans, the iron-fisted president of the Maple Grove Homeowners Association. In her late 50s, with a sharp bob and a perpetual scowl, Patricia ruled the neighborhood like a dictator. She measured lawns with a ruler, fined people for unauthorized flower colors, and wielded her authority like a weapon. Neighbors whispered about her reign of terror, but feared her power to slap them with fines or lawsuits. That morning, Patricia prowled the streets in her black SUV, her clipboard and camera ready to pounce on any infraction. When she spotted the Thompsons' mailbox a half-inch too close to the curb, her eyes gleamed with malice. She screeched to a stop, stormed up the driveway, and bellowed, "Mrs. Thompson, your mailbox violates Code 4.2.1. Emily stepped outside, her calm demeanor masking her unease. "Good morning, Patricia. We measured it when we installed it. It's fine." Patricia's face reddened. "I measured it myself. Fix it by tomorrow, or it's a $400 fine." Emily tried to reason, but Patricia's voice grew shriller. "This neighborhood's falling apart because of people like you." Mia, oblivious to the shouting but sensing the tension, glanced up from her sketch. Patricia's gaze locked onto her. "And tell your daughter to stop loitering on the porch. She's an eyesore." Emily's patience snapped. "She's drawing, Patricia. She's a kid on her own porch." Patricia's hand plunged into her purse, pulling out a metal canister. "Maybe this'll teach you to respect rules." Before Emily could react, Patricia lobbed the tear gas canister toward Mia. It landed inches from her, erupting into a choking cloud. Mia's sketchbook fell as her eyes burned and her throat seized. She clutched her face, gasping, tears streaming down her cheeks. Emily screamed, "Mia," and rushed forward, only to be hit by the gas herself. Neighbors peered out, horrified. Mrs. Chin from next door tried to help, but recoiled from the fumes. Mr. Rivera across the street recorded the chaos, knowing it was evidence. Patricia stood by her SUV, momentarily stunned by the scene. She'd caused a teenage girl, writhing in pain. But her pride held firm. "She shouldn't have been there," she shouted. "Follow the rules, and this wouldn't happen." Emily dragged Mia to the lawn, both coughing violently. Someone called 911. Patricia sped off as sirens wailed in the distance. James, alerted by Emily's screams, saw the gas cloud from his window. His marine instincts kicked in. He sprinted outside, grabbed the garden hose, and sprayed the porch to disperse the gas. "Emily, get Mia inside, flush her eyes with cold water," he barked. Neighbors watched in awe as he took command. Paramedics arrived, treating Mia and Emily with saline and oxygen. "She'll be okay," an EMT assured James, "but tear gas is no joke, especially for a kid." James's relief was eclipsed by rage. He turned to Officer Daniels, the lead cop. "I'm Colonel James Thompson, retired Marines. That woman threw military-grade tear gas at my daughter." He recounted the attack with precision, backed by Mrs. Chun and Mr. Rivera's statements. "We'll find her," Daniels promised. "This is assault with a chemical weapon-off felony." That night, James planned his counterattack like a battlefield operation. Phase 1. Intelligence. He dug into Patricia's history, uncovering years of harassment fines for 2 blue shutters, threats to tow cars, even forcing families to leave. The HOA board, stacked with her allies, enabled her tyranny. The tear gas canister was a legal surplus, a felony in itself. Phase 2. Rally the neighbors. James went door to door, collecting stories. Mrs. shouldn't have been fined $600 for garish tulips. The Garcias lost their basketball hoop over noise pollution. The more he heard, the more his resolve hardened. Phase 3. Action. He called his old Marine buddy, now prosecutor Laura Bennett, who vowed to prioritize the case. He also hired a lawyer to dismantle the HOA board, learning they needed signatures from 2/3 of homeowners' 68 of 100 families. Word of Mia's attack spread, igniting outrage. James organized a community meeting at the local library, expecting a small crowd. Over 70 people packed the room. A week ago, Patricia Evans threw tear gas at my deaf daughter. He began, his voice steady but fierce. But this isn't just about us. It's about every fine, every threat, every moment she's bullied you. Neighbors shared their stories, humiliating fines, petty rules, constant fear. James laid out the plan to oust the board. "We're stronger together," he said. The room erupted in applause, hope replacing fear. Patricia fought back, sending threatening letters to scare dissenters. She hired a slick lawyer who claimed the tear gas was defensive spray and Mia's loitering provoked her. At an HOA meeting, Patricia played the victim, crocodile tears in her eyes. "I was scared," she lied. James stood, his presence silencing the room. "You threw a chemical weapon at a deaf teenager drawing on her porch. That's not defense, it's a crime." Her lies unraveled as he presented the police report and witness videos. The petition gained 55 signatures that night. Mia, meanwhile, channeled her pain into purpose. She launched a blog, Mia's Canvas, sharing her story in a post called "The Day My Eyes Burned." Her words, raw, vivid, went viral, drawing global support. A TV interview amplified her voice. "I'm not angry anymore. I'm determined." Donations poured in, but Mia redirected them to a deaf children's charity. Her courage pushed the petition past 68 signatures. The trial was a reckoning. Laura Bennett presented damning evidence. Photos of Mia's injuries, Mr. Rivera's video, text exposing Patricia's bias against Mia's disability. Mia's testimony signed with quiet strength moved jurors to tears. "I was just drawing," she said. "I think she was scared of me because I'm different." After 4 days, the jury convicted Patricia on all charges. 3 years in prison, $60,000 in damages, and a lifetime HOA ban. Maple Grove erupted in relief. A new board, led by Mrs. Chun, scrapped the draconian rules, fostering community with picnics and gardens. Mia painted a vibrant mural of a pine tree bursting with colorful flowers, a symbol of renewal. On the attack's anniversary, Maple Grove held a Unity Day celebration, with Mia's art on display. James spoke to the crowd. "My daughter showed me the real fight for freedom happens at home, on your porch, in your community." Mia added a final touch to her mural, a dove carrying an olive branch, a message of peace. What do you think? Should Patricia's punishment have been harsher? Could the neighbors have stopped her sooner? Share your thoughts below, like, and subscribe for more stories.